My parents kicked me out at 18 with $200 and said, real adults don't need help. Now they're furious I won't co-sign their mortgage. They always treated independence like a punishment. When I graduated high school, my dad handed me $200 bills and said I had until Sunday to find my own place. My sister got a college fund. My brother got a car. I got a duffel bag and a lecture about entitlement. The night before I left, I asked my mom if I could at least stay through the summer while I saved up. She was loading the dishwasher and didn't even turn around. Your father and I have been supporting you long enough. It's time you learned how the real world works. I packed everything I owned into 2 garbage bags, clothes, some books, my laptop from high school, left my childhood bedroom completely empty except for the furniture they'd bought, took one last look at the house I grew up in, and walked out the front door. I slept on my coworker's couch for 3 months. Her name was Angela, and she was in her 40s with 2 kids of her own. She didn't ask for rent, just said to help with groceries when I could. I ate ramen twice a day to save money, worked doubles at a call center while taking night classes at community college. The first year was brutal. I'd walk past families at restaurants and feel this hollow ache in my chest. Holidays were the worst. Thanksgiving, I worked a shift and came home to an empty apartment I'd finally scraped together enough to rent. Christmas, I sat alone watching movies on my phone. No birthday calls, no holidays. Radio silence for 6 years. But I kept going. Transferred to a state school on partial scholarship. Graduated with a degree in finance. Got hired at a mid-sized firm. Started building actual savings. By the time I was 24, I had a decent apartment, a reliable car, and a credit score in the high 700s. I built it all without them. Every single piece. Then last month, my phone rings at work. Unknown number. I almost don't answer, but something makes me pick up. Honey, it's Mom. Her voice all sweet, like we'd just talked yesterday. Like she hadn't ignored my existence for over half a decade. We've been thinking about you so much. Family's important, you know. We should get together soon. I asked her what she wanted. There was a long pause. Well, your father and I are going through a rough patch financially. The market's been tough and we made some investments that didn't pan out. We're facing some challenges with the house. Turns out they'd been living beyond their means for years. Bought a bigger house, new cars every few years, vacations they couldn't afford, defaulted on credit cards. Now they were 3 months behind on their mortgage and facing foreclosure. The bank offered to refinance, but they needed a co-signer with good credit. Someone financially stable. Someone like me. My mom kept talking, her voice getting more desperate. You've done so well for yourself, sweetheart. We're so proud, and we know family helps family. This would just be a formality. We'd never miss a payment. I listened to the whole pitch. Let her finish. Then she said the line that made my blood boil. You owe us. We raised you for 18 years, fed you, clothed you, kept a roof over your head. The least you can do is help us now when we need you. I told her I'd think about it. Hung up, sat at my desk, staring at the wall for 10 minutes. Then I called their mortgage company directly, asked to speak to whoever was handling their refinance application. Told them I wouldn't be co-signing anything, that I wanted it documented in writing that I declined, and that my parents had been specifically targeting me for my credit score despite our estranged relationship. The loan officer thanked me for the clarity, said it would help them move forward with their decision on the application. 2 days later, my dad showed up at my apartment. I saw him through the peephole, pacing in the hallway. He started pounding on the door. Open up. We need to talk about this. You're being selfish and ungrateful. He was screaming about family loyalty, about how I was abandoning them in their time of need, about how they'd sacrificed everything to raise me and this was how I repaid them. I opened the door, reached into my wallet, pulled out $200 bills, and held them out to him. Real adults don't need help. He just stood there staring at the cash in his hand.